Hello, friends, and welcome to Reading with Teacher Lee. We're going to look at Frog and Toad today, and lesson 1 is called A List. I'll give you a couple of seconds to grab your book. Then we can read together. All right, let's start. A list. One morning, Toad sat in bed. I have many things to do, he said. I will write them all down on a list so that I can remember them. Toad wrote on a piece of paper, a list of things to do today. Then he wrote, Wake up. I have done that, said Toad, and he crossed out, Wake up. Goodness, look at Toad's list. Then Toad wrote other things on the paper. There, said Toad. Now my day is all written down. He got out of bed and had something to eat. Then Toad crossed out, Eat breakfast. Toad took his clothes out of the closet and put them on. Then he crossed out, Get dressed. Toad put the list in his pocket. He opened the door and walked out into the morning. Soon Toad was at Frog's front door. He took the list from his pocket and crossed out, Go to Frog's house. Toad knocked at the door. Hello, said Frog. Look at my list of things to do, said Toad. Oh, said Frog, that is very nice. Toad said, My list tells me that we will go for a walk. All right, said Frog, I am ready. Frog and Toad went on a long walk. Then Toad took the list from his pocket again. He crossed out, Take walk with Frog. Just then, there was a strong wind. It blew the list out of Toad's hand. The list blew high up into the air. Help! cried Toad. My list is blowing away. What will I do without my list? Hurry, said Frog. We will run and catch it. No, shouted Toad, I cannot do that. Because, wailed Toad, running after my list is not one of the things that I wrote on my list of things to do. Frog ran after the list. He ran over hills and swamps, but the list blew on and on. At last, Frog came back to Toad. "I am sorry," gasped Frog, "but I could not catch your list." "Blah," said Toad. "I cannot remember any of the things that were on my list of things to do. I will just have to sit here and do nothing," said Toad. Toad sat and did nothing. Frog sat with him. After a long time, Frog said, "Toad, it is getting dark. We should be going to sleep now." "Go to sleep?" shouted Toad. "That was the last thing on my list." Toad wrote on the ground with a stick, "Go to sleep." Then he crossed out, "Go to sleep." "There," said Toad. "Now my day is all crossed out. I am glad," said Frog. Then Frog and Toad went right to sleep. All right, friends, we have some activities if you'd like to try them. The first one is a comprehension question task. Here are some questions from the story, The List. Please pause the video if you'd like to spend more time reading the questions. Question 1. What did Toad write down on his list? Question 2. What happened to Toad's list when he was with Frog? Question 3. Why could Frog and Toad not catch the list? Question 4. Why do Frog and Toad fall asleep outside? The next task we can do is an activity to fill in the gaps. For this task, you should use the words in blue at the bottom to put into the spaces. Please pause the video if you'd like to spend a longer time looking at these. The next thing to do is some new vocabulary words. Please feel free to repeat the words after I say them. Number 1, closet, closet. Number 2, list, list. Number 3, clothes, clothes. Number 4, wind, wind. Number 5, door, door. And the last one, number 6, pockets, pockets. If you'd like to do another homework task, here are some things you can work on. You can make a list of the things that you do every day. Remember to number the things you do in order. So we want to follow Toad. So for example, I wake up and wash my face. And I put number 1 in the front of that sentence to show it is the first thing that I do in the day. Please remember to like and subscribe for some more fun lessons. Good job, friends. See you next time.